Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to NW Farms. Today, this is repairing the RTV. That's what I talked about in Thursday's video for the 4230. And actually, they ate the hose right there. That is actually the same hose that I put on last year. So the rats have came back, ate the hose again. So the RTV was losing coolant, and the way this is set up, this is aggravating. I've tried about every brand of rat poison there is. You can't keep rats killed anymore. They got a big old nest. I don't know if you can see that or not. Probably not down in there. All that junk's rat nest. Underneath the front hood, it's all rat nest too. So let me get this hose pulled off. We'll get us a vacuum cleaner and try to suck all that junk out there and up front, and then get this repaired. And then we got to service the RTV too. It's time for oil change and stuff on it. Do all that, and then we'll fire back up and go feed cows then. All right, so I got our heater hose repaired there. Got our new one put on. Got the oil cap off. We're draining oil. Looks like I missed a bucket whenever I took the cap off, which that's all right. That'll go down in that crack. So got the oil draining out of it. Got our air filter changed. That's the outer air filter part number. I got to order an inner one. Fixing to take the spark arrestor out of the muffler and clean it. Then fuel filter is down on right in here. Right there underneath that clevis. Gotta change it, and I think the oil filter is on the other side. Got a new oil filter. I need to go ahead and spin it off and get those put on. So fuel filter part number. There's your filter part number from Napa for your fuel. There's the oil filter part number. We got interrupted by a phone call, so cut the film off. Here's the filter number for the outer filter. That one had 800 hours on it. It's been a while since it got changed. A lot longer than what I thought it had. So oil's still draining. No, it's done. So we're ready to put the plug back in. Yeah, it's still draining just a little bit. Then we'll put our oil back in. I don't remember how much is supposed to go in here, so I'll have to look it up. And then we'll dump our oil back in, change our filter, and fire up, see what we got. All right, so we got our spark arrestor clean. All you gotta do is take those two Allen head screws out, right there. Pull that out, wash it out with brake clean. And what that does is it just gets carboned up. And you're supposed to do it like every couple hundred hours. We're a little over on the service on this machine. So we're gonna clean it out, fix the slide back under here, put our plug back in so we can put our oil in. Underneath there, I'm gonna try to find the oil filter. Let's see what we can do there. Been long enough since I serviced it, I don't remember where it's at. But I'll find it one way or the other. So let me put the plug back in, go ahead and put us some oil in, and we'll go from there. All right, so that's got our fuel filter changed. You can see it down in there. Looks like it's got a red screen in it. Right there. Got our oil filter changed, so our oil filter is located on the driver's side of the machine. Remotely mounted right here. So it'd been so long since I'd serviced it, it took me a little hunting to find it. I knew it was on the starter side, based off some other Kubotas that we got, but could not find it. So finally did find it. Need to write on it, or write down when our service was. I fired the engine up, got the air bled out of the fuel system, let her sit here and idle just a minute, I'm gonna let it drain the oil back down. I'll check our oil level, and then we'll let the bed down, push our cake box back up at the front, and go out, feed cows, put our seat and stuff back in here, and then see what she does. I probably will not put the mat in. I'll probably wind up washing this out with brake clean and then letting it dry out and air out, and then put the mat back in at a later date. So that'll be that. I got a couple other things right over there. You'll see rats gnawed a hole right over there. That we need to fix. Probably just be a piece of cardboard or something shoved across through there. Get us air filter in for the cabin and stuff and change it. And then we should be good. I'm gonna put me some, everybody talks about using peanut butter and fly bait for rat killing, for rat poison. This heater box up here is where they like to build their nest at. So I'm gonna put me a bowl in it right up here. See if we can keep these rats killed down. So. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and take this coupler off here, where we can replace the fan belt that we talked about being wore out the other night in the video from working on the 4230. This is on the 4230. This is pretty standard on any John Deere stuff, where you got to take this coupler off. We're gonna replace the rubber grommets while we're in there, get us a new fan belt, put this back together, and then make sure that we can get it quieted down. So I'm gonna move y'all out of the way, because you're standing right where I need to be at. So I'm gonna go ahead and move you, take this guy apart, and then we'll take the fan belt off and see if we can pick something up in the morning for that and put it back tomorrow. All right, so I got the coupler off, got it unmounted. You can see that one right there is gonna, it's deteriorated away. Let's see if I can pull it off there. Guys back. You can see how thin it is to one side. So there's the old one. There's the new one. So you can see how wore out that is. So we'll go ahead, replace all of them. Turn the hydraulic pump there a little bit. I'm gonna take my knife and just slice those so I can fish them off there. Same thing with that now. There's the other one on the crank side. I don't think the pins are an issue. I think just the rubber grommets being busted. Let me back you up and take this fan belt off. 1,000 times easier than 60/30. The 60/30 underneath the crankshaft dampener was all gummed up, and I fought and fought and fought and fought to get that one off it. Now we gotta feed the belt over the fan blades. Pull it out. Be ready to do some new one. Here you are. Pick the belt up tomorrow. Put that back together, put our new couplers on there. Should quieten her down a bunch. You can see right there the back of that coupler where it had been wearing on the pins, where it had been hammering on them. But that's just aluminum. And you can buy the kits off eBay and get the rubber bushings and the couplers, and we'll replace these couplers. We will not reuse these couplers, and that'll tighten everything back up. The kits come with new pins, but those pins, when I tried to do them on the 60/30, I couldn't get them out. So I just take the rubber bushings off and put the new bushings on. Use the old bolts, and it tightens them back up, and it quietens them back down. But if you run a old school John Deere, you're probably gonna have to do this at some point in time. I got enough of them now that I keep a stack of these on the service truck just in case we're out farming and it goes to doing it. So I'll get us some parts together and we'll come back and put her back together. All right, so I got our belt picked up from the Napa, or the one we're going to try. So it says it's a 4L640. We're going to see if this is going to work. We got the two of the pins off last night or yesterday when we started this project. Got to take the other bushings off and go ahead and put new bushings on all four, and then we'll go from there. So let me get this belt threaded in here, get our bushings changed out, and then we'll turn you back on. All right, that's the wrong belt. It's too long. So we're gonna have to back up and get another belt. All right, so I called us another belt in. We're waiting on the parts delivery truck to come down, bring it down to us. Shouldn't be long. Need a new blade in my knife. That one. The hydraulic side of these, the coupler on it don't seem to wear them bad as what the crank side does. All right. Got our rubber bushings on, so when they get her belt down here, we'll be ready to slap it on and go back to business. All right, so got our belt on. Got our alternator brackets all tightened back up. So we're ready to put our new couplers on. We already got our bushings on down there. Slide the pump back around. Alright, let's see what it does right there. And I don't understand why that one fan blade what changed. So every one of the fan blades is hitting the front pulley of the alternator. Now, as soon as we change the belt. right now. Oh yeah. Much better. You can see tell the difference in how quiet that tractor is now. I'll try to figure out how to insert a clip of it running the other day from the last video versus now. You don't hear that hammering noise anymore. That's the way you want them to sound. All right, so we got the 4230 back up and running. We got the fan belt back on, got the hydraulic coupler put back in, quieting her down. So far, everything seems to be working. All data seems to be charging, so we don't have any issues there. So tomorrow's a different day. Who knows what tomorrow holds, especially around here running all this old stuff. So come in tomorrow, and I may try to build a shop table that I talked about in the Kubota video. And then see what else we can get into. Got several things going on, so we'll see. Should be interesting. Thanks for stopping in at E&W Farms. We'll catch you in the next video. We'll see you on Monday. Yep, Monday.